Hey guys, I'm doing a sit down video today, which is not very like me, but I thought I would do a little like get to know me style video because I realised that I do vlogs, and what if someone just clicks on the vlog and they're like, who the hell is this girl? Like do you know what I mean? So I thought I would do a little Q&A. I've got questions on my phone. This is kind of weird, but like, yeah, let's go for it. I've put ask me anything, doing a get to know me style video, so that's what we're doing. Let's start with something basic. What course are you studying at uni? I'm studying psychology. It's good. It's a great course. I do it at Sussex. I'm almost finished. I've got currently like 2.5 weeks left of my third year. It's been a great, I was going to, so I originally wanted to study business studies at Nottingham, which is like really random. I was basically just doing it because like everyone else I knew was going to Nottingham and I thought that was like the good thing to do. But then I took a year out basically. So I was in the year where my A-levels got like done, like they got decided for me, and I got a B in psychology, and I was like, I got like, I actually can't remember what I got. I did economics, psychology, and wait, what was the third one? Biology at A-level, and I got like B, C? I actually don't know, but basically in my year out I realised that I actually didn't want to study business because I kind of hated it. Like I absolutely hated economics, but I just thought it was like a good course to do. Everyone also says you shouldn't go to uni if like you don't really want to study the thing you're doing, which I do agree with, but also like uni's fun and it's also like putting off education. Like I've always said that I don't want a 9 to 5 and I'm definitely not going to be having one, so yeah. And then I was like, yeah, so then I redid my psychology A-level because I never actually took the exam. So I took the exam in my year off. In my year off, I was working at Tesco's from 6 a.m. to like 2 p.m. and then I'd go to another job which was like at a school doing like the after school club. That was like my days in my year off. Like so crazy. But anyway, somewhere along the line I realised I wanted to do psychology. So that's what I'm doing, and yeah, love it, really interesting, but I kind of like, you have to do like coding and stuff, which like was not expecting that. But anyway, so long story short, I study psychology. Okay, let's just go to the bottom. I've got lots of questions. These are my questions. Okay, let's go to the bottom. Wow. How long have I been running for? Yeah, let's start this with like a running related. Okay, so also ties in with like people have asked about social media and like how I got started in social media / like how I got like the confidence to post. So I basically started I do like for my friends on like Snapchat, I'd put like do like a private story of like 30-day shred or like some shit like that. Anyway, so one day I was like, I kind of want to start a fitness Instagram because I've always followed people like within the industry. And basically I started it doing, like I'd only go to the gym. So like, wait, okay, actually let me start this from when like my whole fitness journey. Okay, so long story short, I used to do gymnastics as a child and until I was like maybe like 14. And I always like begged my mum to let me go to the gym. Obviously you can't go to the gym until you're like 14, over 14. So as soon as I was able to go to the gym, I went to the gym at the end of my room with my best friend Alice, and we would just do like weight training. We didn't really know what we were doing, but like I did that for like I've been going to the gym since I was 14, like on and off kind of, but like pretty much like 4 days a week since then. Obviously at the start, as I said, didn't know what I was doing, but yeah. So then, God, I'm trying to think. So I started my fitness Instagram probably 2021, I want to say, and I was basically just posting like workouts, like low-key I was just copying what other people were doing because I thought it was like I just thought that's how you like grew your Instagram, because like if you just did what other people were doing, but that's not actually the case. You actually do just have to be yourself, and like I never would have thought that I'd be doing YouTube, but like I always wanted to do it, but I was just too scared or whatever. Anyway, fitness Instagram, was just posting on that, and then I came to uni, was still posting. I think I had like 10k followers on Instagram, and then my account actually got deleted. It got like taken off Instagram for some reason, and I was like, fuck, what am I gonna do? But actually it was such a blessing. Like, now that I think about it, I was like, oh my god, what the hell? But it's such a blessing because I started over my account, and like I actually was posting what I wanted to post, and I was like, you know what, this is an opportunity for me to kind of like change my audience. Like, I wonder if anyone watching this has like watched me since I had that Instagram, but it was also like 50-50 males and females, which is like not the vibe. Like, it's literally not the vibe. Like, the vibe is just for the girlies. Like, now my Instagram and like TikTok and everything has like, I think it's like 92% females and like 8% males, so up the girls. Anyway, so yeah, and then I started posting, and then since that was about, I want to say like a year and a half ago now, I think. And then it's just grown since then, which has been like amazing. But I started running. So now let's get on to the running journey. I feel like I'm not really like splitting this up very well, but so I started running literally this time last year. I started running because I was in the gym one day and I saw someone running on Instagram or something, and I was like, I've hated running my entire life. Like, bear in mind, I was always the last in cross country. I was just shy. If anyone asked me like to run, I'd be like, you couldn't catch me. Like, no, it's not my thing. I hate it. Just no. But yeah, so I remember I did 1 kilometre on the treadmill, and I was like, fucking hell, mate, how do people do this? I literally put it on my Instagram story, like, right, I think this is the start of my running journey. So yeah, and I hated the treadmill run. So I was like, let's do an outside run. And I think I looked on like TikTok, and it basically, someone said like, just like run because it's fun. Like, don't run for a time, don't run for a distance. So my first run, I put on Strava and like recorded it, but I turned my phone off. Like, I just listened to music, and I was like, I'm just gonna run until I don't want to run anymore. Like, just jog, literally jog. Like, I don't even want to like be out of breath. Just jog until I just am like bored of it, don't want to do it anymore. So I did it, and I remember I think I did like 11 minutes or something, maybe like 1.5k. I really can't remember, but yeah. And then I really enjoyed that, so I was like, I think this is my new thing. And then basically since then I've been running like multiple times a week. I like built up, I remember like putting on my Instagram story like, oh my god, I've just finished my first 5k. Like, I was so out of breath, like I found it so hard, but I did it, and I was like so happy with myself. Bear in mind, this was literally a year ago. Like, I feel like some people think I've been running for years and years, but I really haven't. Like, it's still so new to me. And I started, and then I was like, I'm going to train for a half marathon. So I started training for a half marathon like on my own accord. Like, I didn't book a half marathon. I just started training for one on, I think I did it on Runner. I can't really remember. Yeah, but I never actually did that half marathon because I like went through a breakup and stuff, and I was just like hating my life, so I couldn't be asked to do that, so I didn't. But anyway, I just carried on, and then I was like, oh my god, I got something in my hair. I was like, I'm gonna book a marathon. So I booked the Brighton Marathon maybe in like October last year, and then I started training for that in December. Also, the app that I use is called Runner. And it's basically like builds all your plans for you. Like, you put in your goal and like how far you can run and whatever, and it gives you like personalized plans. And I honestly could not have done it without it. Like, yeah, it's like the best thing ever. I do actually have a code, shameless plug. I do have a code, it's Martha2. If you can get 2 weeks free trial, so like try it out, and then if you don't like it, then you can just cancel it, and it's free. I'm just gonna take a sip of water because why am I speaking like 7 million miles an hour? But anyway, I feel like that's the only way I can do this, because like, how have I been talking for 10 minutes? I'm honestly probably not going to cut this video at all. I might just, here you go. Anyway, so now it's 3 weeks post-marathon, and which I did a marathon vlog, if you haven't seen that. Yeah, and I haven't really been running, to be honest. I've literally done like 3 5Ks since I finished the marathon, but I think marathon training was so exhausting. Like, it's a lot. Like, you see everyone on social media doing marathons now, but like, they are so hard. I didn't really realise how hard it was going to be until I was actually doing it, and I was like, fuck, this is actually really hard. So yeah, that's kind of the story of the running journey, and long may it continue. I love it. I can't really be bothered for it at the moment, but that's only because I was like having to do like 28-kilometer runs on the weekend, which is like not really the vibe. Like, that's a bit much. Anyway, so I think that's basically like a summary of like the running journey, the social media journey. What made me get into running, I basically just answered that. Like, I just kind of wanted to do something different as well. I was getting really bored at the gym, and I was just like, it's kind of fun. What are your favourite hobbies outside of the gym and running? See, I find this a difficult question, because how does one have more than one hobby? I don't really have many. My hobbies are like my Instagram and my TikTok. That's what I spend my time doing. I like to spend time with my friends. I like to crochet on occasion. I've actually just put it in my vlog, but here's my bag that I just crocheted. Oh, it doesn't look that good right now, but I would really recommend taking up crocheting as a hobby if you're looking for a new one, because it's a brilliant thing to do when you're watching TV or something. But yeah, I don't really have many other hobbies. Shopping. I'm also not really like a sporty person. Like, you couldn't catch me like cycling or swimming. Like, I'm never entering like a triathlon or something. Not really my thing. Do you ever feel like you get there with body image and the fluctuations kill your vibe? Yes. So let me just get into, okay, let's just get into it. Like, the body image, I'm going to give you a background on like eating, body image, trigger warning if anyone like finds this stuff triggering. But so, okay, oh god, this is really weird to speak about, but I've always been quite insecure. Like, when I was younger, I was always a bit chubby, or like felt like I was compared to my friends. I love how I'm saying that, like, chubby, like, what do I even... Okay. Yeah, and I kind of started the gym because I wanted to lose weight. I basically entered like a binge restrict cycle, but it was never, like, I never restricted to a point where like I lost a lot of weight, if that makes sense. The binging was just kind of making me gain weight, and I would just feel really bad about it. Like, I'm talking like so my friends at school, like, or people at school would say like, oh, I've only eaten this today. And I'd be like, fuck, should I have only eaten that as well? Like, I feel like such a fat bastard. Like, yeah, that was always like a thing. And I think that's what started this whole thing, like what other people were saying. Obviously that's a me issue, but yeah. And so I would like, as in, I'd go to the gym and I'd be on the cardio machines for like an hour and a half, try and like burn all the calories, and then I'd go home and eat literally everything in the cupboards that I could find. I think this is a universal experience, like, so many people have gone through it, but it's really horrible. Like, feeling so guilty and then feeling like you have to restrict and then just like doing it again. Like, it's such a horrible cycle to be in. And to be honest, it was only when I got to uni that I really got out of that cycle, or at least like got out of it fully. Because, and you know what it was? I think it was because I was surrounded with people that didn't do it, and living with people that just didn't care about calories or didn't even understand like what calories was in what, like, was really, really helpful for me, because I was like, whoa, it's actually not that deep. It's really not deep. Like, I don't know, like, I don't know how much detail to go into, but like, I'd always cook my own food. Like, when I was at home, my family would get takeaway and I'd be like, oh no, I don't fancy it. I did fancy it, I just was scared of the calories that were in it. So like, my family would get like a fish and chips and I'd be like, oh, I'm just gonna cook myself some like salmon and rice. Like, I wouldn't even have like one chip, which to me now is just like bonkers. like have the fish and chips girl. Um, but yeah, so it came to uni and I accepted it a lot more. I was like who cares? Like, who really cares? And I was going out a lot. Like, first year I was going out so much. And I was still going to the gym and stuff, but I didn't care about calories. I was just like, fuck it. Fuck it. And to be fair, I was in quite a bad, like health-wise, my health wasn't great then because I was drinking like probably like 4 or 5 times a week, just eating like noodles and all of that good stuff, which is like, I was in first year of uni, I literally don't regret anything, but I did put on like quite a bit of weight, but like I'm so glad that like healed my relationship with food. And like I always say to people, I just think like surrounding yourself with people that are on the same wave and like know where you're at with it is great, because they don't trigger you and they are kind of aware. Like some of my friends have gone through it and we like speak about it together. It's really nice to have people that understand the same struggles, and like so many more people understand it than like you realise if you are in that boat. Like, yeah, so that was first year. And then second year I was just kind of like, I was in quite a healthy like pattern with it, but I didn't go out much in second year. It was just kind of like, yeah, a bit of a weird time for me, but I wasn't like restrictive or anything. And then I went through a breakup, which did fuck me up a bit, if I'm completely honest. I lost quite a lot of weight because I wasn't eating, not like in a way of I want to not eat, it was because I was so anxious. Like, I was literally so anxious all the time, so I just lost weight and I wasn't doing anything. I was in a not good way. I was really unhappy. Yeah, just like crying all the time, like not a good time. But that is also when I started making my running content and stuff, so a win is a win, do you know what I mean? Anyways, and then now I feel like I'm in a good place with it. I still do have thoughts sometimes of like losing weight and whatever. I think when you've gone through that, it's like really hard to never do that again. Like, you're always gonna have thoughts like that, I think personally, but it's just a matter of like controlling the thoughts and like realizing that life is bigger than calories and weight and what you look like. It's really like also something that like I think really changed my perspective was like, people remember you for how you made them feel, or how like the memories you have, not what you look like. Like, no one gives a fuck. Literally no one cares what you look like. So yeah, that's me really. But I do have good and bad days, I really do. I think everyone does. And yeah, I feel like I can just control it a bit better now, but it comes in waves, like it really does. But that's basically my background of like eating, history, relationship with food, etc. Anyway, God, let me just take a breath after that. That was quite a lot of speaking. Okay, next one. What are your plans post-uni? Now, this is a good question, because I don't know. So this year I'm having like quite a big travelling year. Oh my God, I was just thinking, like, imagine if I'm recording this in slow motion, because I did that once with my vlog and I was literally speaking to the camera the whole time and it was in slow motion, but I think it's fine. So this year, travelling year, because I've only ever really been like on holidays and I just want to see the world. I want to see the world. So my plans are, I finish uni in 2.5 weeks, so 14th of May I submit my dis. I'm going to Thailand in June. My birthday's on June the 7th. And Thailand on the 8th of June until like the 26th, I think. Really excited for that. Going to like Phuket, Bangkok, Phi, I don't know. But yeah, and then July I'm like just gonna be in Brighton, summer, fun. My goal this year is basically just to have fun, because I'm gonna finish my degree and like, yeah, so July I'm also going on like an all-inclusive holiday with my mum and sister, which I'm really excited for, because I feel like it's not really something you do with your friends, like an all-inclusive, but it'll be really nice to just chill, sunbathe, like just lovely. And then August I'm going again, just like chilling, doing my social media stuff. I'm very lucky that like it has kind of allowed me to like just chill in summer for a bit, because I just love doing it so much as well. Like it's not like a job for me. So yeah, apart from when like my files delete or something, because right now I've just edited a vlog and it's just deleted, so I'm going to do that again. But anyway, August I'm going to Marbella with three of my friends, which I'm really excited for. And then September I'm going to Australia. Guys, I'm so excited. Like, I literally just need to see the world. I'm going with my adventure project, which I'm so excited about. I'm going for 5 weeks with my friend Rosie. And then October I'm going to Central America with 2 of my housemates, which is so exciting. Like, I just can't wait to see the world. The world is so wide and I really just haven't seen a lot of it, so I can't wait to spread my wings. And then, yeah, that's basically the rest of this year. And then hopefully in 2025 I'm going to move to London. So right now I live like a little bit outside London with my family, but yeah, fingers crossed I'll move to London at some point in 2025. I'm just going to see, to be honest guys, I'm just going to see. Like, I don't really want to do this full time, only because like I feel like I'd go a bit crazy, and also like, yeah, I just don't really, I don't know, like I don't know if it's for me to do it like full time, like content creation, just because I feel like I prefer doing it as a hobby, and I think as soon as you call something a job, it's a job then, and you don't really want to do it anymore. But we'll see. If I do it full time, I will get like another job, I think, like a nannying job, or like even work in a coffee shop or something. I don't really know, but we're gonna see. We're just gonna go with the flow. Like, I really don't have like a strict plan. But yeah, also some people have asked me how I've got into nannying, and I got it on this website called Koru Kids, and it's basically just people that need nannies. I think it's a great side job to have, especially while at uni and stuff. Okay, let's go on to the next question. Who are your favourite influencers to watch? Sophia and Cinzia, my top faves. Love Holly Brooks, Anna Archer, God, I'm trying to think, like Olivia Grace Herring for like fashion inspo. I really want to do more like fashion stuff because I just love clothes. But yeah, that's probably, oh, Molly May, love her vlogs. Zoe Haig, love her vlogs. Yeah, and like obviously my friends, like, yeah. Any self-help books, please? Atomic Habits. Yeah, I read that and it literally changed my life. I should probably read that again because I kind of forgotten what it said in it. Okay, next one. Short king or tall blokes? What kind of question is that? Tall blokes. What was your favourite holiday ever? Honestly, I went to, oh, what was it even called? Croatia, Hvar in Croatia. Went last summer with my friend Alana, and it was a fucking movie. It was literally the best week of my entire life. We had so much fun. It was like after I'd gone through the breakup and I was like coming out of it, and I was just like, me and Alana just had the best time. It was just such a girly, just great holiday. Okay. Next one. Lessons learned in 2023. Stop people pleasing. I've always been such a people pleaser, guys. Like, I honestly had like so much trauma. Not trauma, I'd say, but like, yeah, I've always been a bit of a people pleaser, and I finally stopped doing that in 2023, so yes. Okay, sorry, I really don't want to cut this video, but I also like need to find good ones. Did you ever struggle with weight in school? Yeah, I've kind of spoken about that, haven't I? Do you think you will ever get back into the gym, or are you converted runner, hybrid girly? I do go to the gym, I just definitely don't think I want to do it like 5 days a week. I used to do like the whole back and buys, glute and hamstrings. It's not really my vibe anymore. I also used to do online coaching, which is like kind of rogue from me. I used to do it in like first and second year, but not really my thing anymore, because I don't do it myself the whole 5 days a week at the gym, so I feel like it's not really, yeah. What is your dream job? This. Literally. But you know what, I really want to get like a project within this that I can work on. That's like my dream for like next year. I don't know what it's going to be yet. Any ideas are welcome. But yeah, like my dream is to do this and have like a business or like something that I work on the side, because I feel like I need something to work towards, otherwise I'll literally combust. So yeah, how do you manage periods and training? I don't. I just see, to be honest, I'm not a great person to ask, because I just see how my body feels. I'm on the pill. So I kind of choose when I have my period, which is not great, but like, yeah. Like if I'm feeling shit, I just won't go to the gym. I'm really not very strict with it. Where do you want to be in 10 years' time? Good question. I just want to be happy, guys. I literally just want to be happy. Like, that's it. I want financial security, and I want to be happy and healthy, and my friends to be, and my family to be happy and healthy as well. How do you deal with change, coping with friendships, distancing, etc.? Now, this is a bit of a, like, it's very personal to everyone, I think. I think you just have to let your feelings, you just have to feel. Like, that's something I learned from like last year, is that cry as much as you bloody want. Like, I think going through a breakup is like one of the hardest things to go through, genuinely. Especially if you're like me and you like just feel so deeply everything. Like I'm a sensitive person. Like my family's always said, like my sister's always been like, you're so sensitive. But like, leave me alone. Like, that's fine. That's a quality to have. I'm not saying that to my sister, but like, yeah, I'm a really sensitive person. I'm not really anymore in terms of like, I don't know. I used to really, really care what people thought about me, but now I've shifted my mindset more like, people that know me and like respect me and love me don't think that. So like, do you know what I mean? I don't really know if that makes any sense, but I think with friendships distancing, you do also need to think like, people come and go, and people also like, you get closer and more distant with your friends at different times. Like, if you're not aligned with someone at one point, I'm sure you'll grow back together, or you won't. Or, you know, like say it's your best friend and you're feeling a bit distant from them, I'm sure you're gonna come back like close to them again. It just happens in life. Like, you're not always gonna stay the same, and everyone changes so much as you grow up. So it's like, you just kind of have to accept it and know that it's a part of life, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, there's no point in worrying about something you can't change. Someone asked me how much I make. That's a bit rude. You're not really allowed to ask that. I mean, you are, but like, where are you from? The UK. Well, I'm actually quarter Irish, so really exotic. How much do you usually sleep a night, guys? I could answer these questions for fucking ever. This is already half an hour long. How have I been chatting for half an hour? I would say I sleep about 7-8 hours a night. I was saying this the other day, like, when I was marathon training, I was really like, I was going up to bed at 10:30, waking up at like 6:45. But right now, I just want to live. And I think sometimes you have to realise that like I'm 21, I don't have to be like getting into bed at 9:30, taking all my supplements, having a sleep tea. Like, it's really not that deep. Like, that's something I've realised recently. Like, I mean, it was different when I was training for the marathon, but right now, like, I really don't care that much. I just want to feel good and like have a good time. Yeah, I just think it's hard because you obviously compare yourself a lot to people on social media. Well, I do. I don't compare myself. I more just think, oh, should I be doing that? Like, in the back of my mind. But then I'm like, no, I don't really fancy it. And also, like, the people you see on social media are literally 1% of people. Like, not everyone's like that. And the average Joe that doesn't post their life on social media is not doing that. So just like, it's really fine if you're not doing that. It's fine if you don't train 5 times a week. You don't have to. Just do what makes you happy, honestly. Honestly. So random, but what do you ask for when you get your hair cut? Long layers and face framing. This is not a good example. I literally just got my hair done, but it's really greasy, so. I asked for Sophia Tuxford as my inspo, so I just show that. What's your favourite type of music? Amy Winehouse, probs. That's not really a type of music, is it? It's a person, but that kind of vibe. Who's your idol and why? My grandma. My queen. Because she's just amazing. And yeah, that's it really. What do you listen to on your runs? I have a running playlist. I was going to say, someone asked what podcast I listen to. This is so, like, why am I answering like 7 million questions in one go? I listen to Shagged, Married, Annoyed, brilliant podcast. The Girls' Bathroom, the Receipts podcast. What else do I listen to? Emma Neal's podcast sometimes. I think that's about it. Dream partnership. Good question. Honestly, probably like a clothing brand. I just think that's so cool. Like Urban Outfitters or like something like that. I don't know. I actually don't know. Dream partnership. I'll have to think on that one. I just, like, the thing is with working with brands and stuff, I genuinely only want to work with brands that I use, because like, if I, like, how I kind of decide, I'm kind of hot, I'm going to take this off. How I kind of decide if I work with a brand is if I would spend my hard-earned money on it. Like, I don't come from like a really, really wealthy family that, do you know what I mean? So I've always worked since I was literally like 15. So yeah, that's how I decide. Like, if I think, yeah, I would actually buy that myself, then I'm like, yeah, I'll work with them, because I just like, I think it's kind of obvious how, like, if I work with a brand, that if I actually use it or not. I feel like it's kind of obvious with everyone, and also because I've been like watching people that do what I do for such a long time, like, I just feel like it's so obvious if people are doing it for the shmoney or or for the money and because they really like the product. Do you know what I mean? God, guys, I'm getting really hot. I'm actually gonna have to open my window. Why am I getting so flustered? Oh wait, no, sorry, it's really loud. The birds are chirping. They do be chirping. What are your favourite clothing brands? I shop a lot on Depop. Adidas for shoes, like Peachy Den, Urban Outfitters, Motel Rocks. I try and like look at my clothes. Brandy Melville, places like that. Someone asked, do you have YouTube? Yes, I do. Someone put favourite place. What does that mean? Where do you want to live when you're older? Notting Hill. That's like my dream place to live, or like Chelsea. I just think they're so gorgeous. You know, every time I go to somewhere new in London, I say to whoever I'm with, I want to live here. I've literally said it the past 2 weeks. I said it about Chelsea and Notting Hill. Like, I've literally been there once. Calm down. Sorry, I've literally just gone silent. Oh my god, I'm really sorry. Okay, I've got one. Did you move away for uni, and if so, what was your biggest challenge? Literally being away from my family. I'm so close to my family. But I brought my car down to uni. Like, I've had my car since first year, and I've always gone home every like 2 weeks, because I can't, like, I'm a very particular person, I'd say, with like how I spend my time / I just like can't be in one place for too long, kind of thing. Like, well, I can, but I just like need my mum sometimes. I need to just talk to her and for her to just soothe me and tell me everything's gonna be alright. Someone put where's the dis? It's not here yet, but I'm about halfway through. I'm doing my dissertation on self-compassion as a mediator of body image and exercise frequency. How do you decide how far to run each day? I used to not decide, my plan would tell me on like when I was marathon training, but now I think I'm just gonna do like what my body feels like. That's what I've been doing recently. Go to your coffee order, almond milk latte with caramel. I'm an almond milk girly. I absolutely love it. My friend Alice introduced me to it when I was literally in like year 10. And I don't think I've drank normal milk ever since, even though I eat like eggs and shit. Like, I don't really know what that's about. Fair. Favourite movie? Dirty Dancing. Brilliant movie. Do you have any siblings? I have one older. This is so funny. I feel like I'm literally faking a YouTube video right now. This is almost 36. This is 36 minutes long. Lol. Okay, maybe we'll make it to 40 minutes and I'll go. I have an older sister and a younger brother. They're like 1 year above and below. Do you have any advice to help someone who wants to start running but has no motivation? Just don't. Like, this is the thing, I think, with social media and running. It's such a craze, which is great, but like, if you don't like running, don't run. Just don't run if you feel like you don't want to. I don't know, I think like I've only started running because I never ran before because I thought I didn't like it, but I found that I actually do like it, and so now I do it. I just think like don't feel like you should do it because other people enjoy it. If you don't, then that's so fine. Like I don't do like dance because I do enjoy it, but like I'm not good at it, so I just don't do it. I don't do like cycling because I don't want to do it. I just don't fancy it. Okay, last one. What keeps you happy and confident when going through stressful times of uni/work, etc.? Honestly, like speaking to my friends and family. Like, I mean, I do really need my time alone. But yeah, I always, if I'm in a really bad mood or something, like always calling a friend or like family member really gets me out of a funk. I try to really just structure my days because that's how I work and that's how I like to kind of live my life. I like structure and I like getting things done. So yeah, I'd say that's probably how I manage it. Like I plan all my week and everything because it just gives me a bit of stability. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. God, I've been absolutely yapping. What the hell? That was such a long time. 38 minutes, brilliant. Right, well, I hope you learnt more about me, if you didn't know some of those things. I feel like I've not really spoken about any of those things before, so you learn something new every day. Alright, it's currently 7:37 on Sunday, April the 28th. I might just upload this now. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a lovely day, whatever you're doing, wherever you are. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.